Okay, have you guys recovered yet from the news? There's some very interesting stuff that I want to talk to you about regarding the pre-orders of Grand Theft Auto 6. Because if we look back at previous versions and also look at the time and date that this game will come out, there's a very good reason for me to do an update video about this after the delay. And stick around until near the end of the video because there are some things I want to talk to you about that you might find very interesting regarding these pre-orders. It'll take a little longer before we are able to play Grand Theft Auto 6, and honestly, if the game is gonna be super good, then I am happy with it, but it does mean that pre-orders might be coming a little bit later than usual. And I want to go back to the Red Dead Redemption 2 pre-orders and release date. So this game came out on October 26th, 2018, and now that is 1 month before GTA 6's release, which is November 19th. The main reason for GTA 6's release date in late November is because it's a week before Black Friday, so everybody is ready to spend their money, and this really makes me feel like that the May 26th release date that we initially got was something they never wanted to do in the first place. Because you have the biggest game ever who costs the most of any game or maybe even any entertainment piece ever. And by the way, I did the calculations, and if you want to pay over 6,000 employees, which is how many people are actually working on this game right now, if you want to pay them 6 more months, then that means that Rockstar Games is spending $250 to $500 million more. So $250 million to $500 million more on this game because you have to keep paying these people. Now the reason I bring up RDR2 is because we can see the release date and then when the pre-orders for that game was announced. So as I said, late October, that's when the game actually released, and June 4 was when the pre-orders were announced, and they didn't just announce the base game pre-order. This was a Newswire post saying the Red Dead Redemption 2 Special Edition, Ultimate Edition, and Collector's Box pre-order now to get the War Horse and Outlaw Survival Kit, plus additional bonuses for digital pre-orders. So June 4 until October 16th, that is 134 days. That is 19 weeks and 1 day. And as you probably want to know, that is 4 months and 1 week. Before the release, they did the pre-order announcement, where you could then immediately pre-order the game. And here is the curious part, because June 4 of 2018 was not a Tuesday, it wasn't a Friday, it wasn't even a Thursday, which is most of the time when something happens. Trailers mostly are released on Tuesdays. On Fridays, most of the time things are getting announced, like trailers or other marketing stuff. And accidentally, the last delay announcement was on a Thursday, which is kind of out of the ordinary. But the pre-order now announcement of RDR2 was actually on a Monday. And by the way, thanks to everybody for subscribing, man. I was at 9,000 like 4 days ago or 3 days ago, and now I'm already over 9,500. So welcome on in, everybody. Let's get back to the video. So it's kind of up in the air what date or what day of the week pre-orders for GTA 6 will be set. But I think there is a theory that I have that is very plausible of the actual release date for the pre-orders, but I just gotta give you a little bit more context. So allow me to explain. Because if we go by the Red Dead Redemption 2 marketing rules and timelines, the most logical month for the Grand Theft Auto 6 pre-orders will most likely be July, as it is the same time frame in between pre-order and the release, similar to RDR2. But there is this thing where Strauzelneck, CEO of Take-Two Interactive, who is the parent company of Rockstar Games, said, yo, we are condensing the marketing timeline, which is now kind of contrary to what he has said in the latest earnings call, which was something along the lines of, nope, we're not doing that anymore, we're still gonna make it a longer marketing timeline. So who knows by this point? It was all probably financial gobbledygook. One thing I will say is that it is probably a better business decision for Rockstar Games to have the pre-orders a little bit earlier than July, and I think a little before before the actual summer break starts for schools will be the best time to release those pre-orders and make them available, just because it is kind of the same like doing pre-orders after Christmas. Well, nobody has money anymore. The same goes for the summer break. Before the summer is when everybody has their money because they're gonna spend it on the vacation they're about to go on, but they still have that money. Of course, they've already spent money on the flying and the hotel and everything else, but they still have the money left. So if you're going to do it midsummer when everybody is already on vacation, busy doing whatever else, of course, still you're gonna make a lot of sales with the pre-order, but before that, when everybody is still at home, that is exactly when you need to put those pre-orders out. So that is it for the release date. I think it's actually gonna be right before the summer break, which is funnily enough probably gonna be May 26th, 2026. That is my kind of ultimate theory right here. Imagine that. We still got a May 26th release date. It's just not the game, it's the pre-orders. That would be something. But hey, any GTA news is welcomed by me, and when the pre-orders do release, we get to see the official editions for this game. And I think there's gonna be 3 editions. Now, to catch you up really quick, in case you haven't seen the last pre-order video I made, GTA 5 had 2 special editions, Red Dead Redemption 2 had 3 special editions. So with GTA 5, you had a special edition that was all about boosting the single player journey. You would receive a steelbook with exclusive artwork of Michael, Trevor and Franklin, the iconic blueprint map with Los Santos and Blaine County of the GTA 6 island, which was a huge physical bonus, and it showed actual secrets with cryptic markings, so you could go there in the real game and find some cool stuff. And talking of in-game bonuses, remember the special ability that all the 3 protagonists had? You had a 25% boost for those if you pre-ordered the game, so that you could activate the skills more often and for longer. And you also received extra weapons and ammunition for free, like a pistol, a shotgun and a hammer, some simple stuff. And last but not least, you got some bonus outfits, some bonus tattoos, and a 20% discount at the in-game stores for all 3 characters, which is pretty cool. So that is the special edition. And then you have the collector's edition, which is both for people who are the true fans of Rockstar Games and also have the money to spend for that, which was building upon the special edition. So you got the special edition plus the physical items, which were tied to the game's theme. You got a lockable security deposit bag with the logo key inspired by the heists in the game. You got a new era cap with the Los Santos logo. You got some GTA Online bonuses, so an exclusive garage, single player vehicles like the Hot Knife, Hot Rod and the Carbon RS sports bike, and at the high-end Chameleon electric car for GTA Online, which I remember very vividly. It was super fun to drive in those, even though some of them were kind of bad. You could also use a classic GTA character like Nico and Cloud as parents, quote unquote. When you were creating your online character, you could choose the parents. It was convoluted, and hopefully they changed up the character creation in GTA 6 Online. Red Dead Redemption 2 had a slightly different approach with the collector's box, sold separately, but its contents point towards the unique merchandise we might see. That box included a collectible challenge coin, a 6-shooter bandana, a replica Wheeler, Rawson & Co. catalog, and a set of playing cards featuring the Vanderling gang. The Ultimate Edition, which included the game, focused on story mode outfits, a unique horse, and Red Dead Online rank bonuses. So here's the main takeaway from the Grand Theft Auto 6 special and collector's editions, and maybe even another edition as well. In my opinion, and this is just all speculation, it'll have 3 tiers. So the special edition with the core set of digital bonuses and maybe a new map that we get physically as kind of a poster with some collectibles that we may find in the game and some hidden clues to go some places, which would be super cool. An Ultimate Edition that piles on the digital content but more focused on GTA Online, where you get some more bonuses with that. Maybe you get a Tommy Vercetti t-shirt in online as well as the single player mode, things like that. And then you have the collector's box that includes premium theme specific merchandise that collectors will love. Maybe a plushie of Jason and Lucia, that would be super cute. Maybe a Vice City hat or an actual real t-shirt of Tommy Vercetti, which Jason is wearing in the artwork of GTA 6. Now the thing that I wanted to save until the end of the video was the official box cover art for Red Dead Redemption 2 and what that might indicate for Grand Theft Auto 6. Now this cover art for RDR2 was revealed on May 23rd, 2018. So it was a month before the pre-orders were revealed. And this was alongside, and here is kind of the bad news, the third trailer of the game. So trailer 3 of Red Dead Redemption 2 came out in the beginning of May. So that is, if we're counting GTA 6 trailers, 6 months from now. Now I still believe that we will get maybe a mini trailer or a 30-second trailer next Tuesday, and I will do a kind of copium stream for that one, which will probably be the last one. But the cover art of Red Dead Redemption 2 was released at the same day, so hopefully in May we will see what the actual cover art is of Grand Theft Auto 6. And I do hope Rockstar Games will maintain the traditional Grand Theft Auto classic cover art style for this game. It would really be a shame if they changed it up this time around, but I do believe that they will have some beautiful cover art for this one that will be just as recognizable as any other cover art of the Grand Theft Auto series. Now, a fun fact about the cover art, if you didn't know, there's always a helicopter at the top left section of the GTA cover arts, and that is kind of the most famous one little fact. But also on the cover art of Vice City, San Andreas, GTA 4 and GTA 5, there's always a lone woman below the helicopter. And also in Vice City, San Andreas 4 and episodes of Liberty City, all of those have someone holding a shotgun at the bottom right panel. And then you have the cover art of GTA 3, Vice City, San Andreas, Liberty City Stories 4 and 5. They all have a close-up of a character to the right of the helicopter. Now Vice City Stories 4, episodes of Liberty City, and 5, they all have motorbikes on the top right panel. So Rockstar seems to stick with that work, and I think it's some type of formula they have created for some reason. I don't know why, but it is certainly cool, and this might give you an idea if you want to make fan art of the cover art, so you kind of know what to expect and make it seem like a cohesive thing that abides by Rockstar Games' cover art design rules or framework or guidelines or whatever, I guess. So yeah, let me know what you think about all of this. Do you agree or disagree? Thank you all so much for watching. If you made it all the way until the end of the video, I love ya. Thank you to Rolfcore and Easy Does It for being a member, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.